Hi there, welcome to Something Saturday. So today I thought I would show you how to make a card that can have a gift card in the front of it. So it sort of like dresses up your gift card, as it were. So let's flick us over and we'll have a go. Right, so this is the card, and it's just a case of there's just a little space in the front of it, and the gift card can just slide in there, and then you've got something that you can write on and things, and yeah. So I just thought I would show you. It's remarkably simple to make, actually, and with some really pretty paper it just looks really nice. So I'm using, wait for it, what's the name of this paper? Oh bother, that would have been a good idea to have had out, really, wouldn't it? Okay, here we go. In usual organised Heather fashion, we have Artfully Composed Designer Series paper. So it's really gorgeous. It's got that and that, and that's what's on the back of them. So they're fairly plain backs, but really beautiful fronts. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's this one, and there is, oops, oh dear, sorry. And there's that one. So there's 6 different styles of papers in here altogether. I thought I'd use this one because, you know, I've got 3 boys, and I figured I probably should go with some things that are appropriate for boys rather than, oh, that's just going to slide back down behind me. Excellent. All right. So currently I've got my paper cut in half at the 6-inch mark. However, what I want to do is I want it to be 13.8 long so that it gives me a ½ centimetre gap on either side. So we will cut the 13.8 long. Let's just get my cutter into the right position here and my glasses on. Ooh, I might be able to see the numbers. That would be exciting, wouldn't it? Hopefully you guys can see this too. So I'm just going to pop it up to the 13.8. Oh no, that's 14.8. That wouldn't be so good. 13.8. So when you're using the cutter, just make sure that both sides of your paper is actually butted right up against the long strip along here. Because if you've got it like that, you're going to end up with an angle cut. So just make sure, I usually just make sure that I've tapped it on the end there and it's all correct. And that will give me my 13.8, which is what I want for the front of my card going this way. Then I want a 2 centimetre fold. So let's turn it over. Let's take this to the 2 centimetre mark. Again, make sure that it's up against the side. And this time we're using the scorer rather than the cutter. So there's the scorer. We're just going to score and fold. So then that just gives us our 2 centimetres there. And then we want it to be 9.5 centimetres. So my card, the front of my card is 10.5 centimetres wide, if you like. If we're doing it that way, it would be wide. This way, I guess it's the height. But, you know, it all depends on which way you have your card as to which way your height and your width are. Okay, so anyway, we want it to be, so we basically want a ½ centimetre either side. So you basically need to take 1 centimetre off from both sides. So from this side and from this side when you're doing this, when you're cutting this. So in other words, we want 9.5 this way because I know the card measures 10.5. So that will then give me this piece. But wait, there's this piece left over. So potentially we could use the whole thing, but it doesn't look that great. So if you use the whole thing, I think it just needs 1 centimetre. So I'm just going to slide 1 centimetre off there, and we'll be able to turn that over and have it as a contrast. And then, of course, you can use this piece on another card. Woohoo! Go us! And I'm going to move that out of the way. So I've done a little mud map of my measurements here. So the whole of this is 11.5 centimeters by 13.8 centimeters. And then you've got a 2 centimeter up. So if you want to have the measurements written down, I will have them on my blog. So go and check it out and you can write the measurements down off that. Then you have a 1 centimeter strip there, which is obviously the 13.8 centimeters because we cut it off from the same piece. And then we have some brads. So I'm using the round and square brads. And the reason they're called that is because there's lots of square ones in there and there are some round ones in there somewhere too. Yay, little round one. You know what? I might ring the changes and see if I can find another little round one in there. That's not it. There it is. So I might go with 2 little round ones on this, and I quite like these large squares actually. I can't remember if there's smaller squares as well, or whether it's just big squares and round, little rounds. I think that's all it is, big squares and little rounds. And they come in obviously white and black. All right, got 2 of each. We need that and we need this. So I generally keep like a corner of my mat, generally she says, and there seems to be marks all over it, but that's beside the point. So we are going to go with about there and pop that into, hopefully, persuade it into there. We might actually wonder if I can get away with putting it on a diamond this time. Yeah, looks kind of cute with a diamond. And let's go about the same place. Oh, come on. Eee. Might have to go a bit more. Fiddly little things these now. They weren't quite so fiddly earlier. Always the way, isn't it? When you want them to behave. So the good thing with the back is that you can kind of twist it into shape. So that if you actually, if I'd split them properly, then they probably would have been showing out the sides, if that makes sense. So that's why I've sort of split them into shape, as it were. So let's pop this probably about there. And then this one can just separate out like that. And then we try and organize it to be about similar. So let's see, what have we got between them? Let's go the centimeters. Okay, 2 centimeters between it. That is so much easier than trying to find out what inches that was. There we go. Let's just move that back up onto there. And pop that in. That didn't work. Oh. So these pieces here have a bit of a tendency to move around if you're not careful. So what I did with mine was I grabbed my tear and tape and let's take a line of it. Hopefully, yep, that one is still right. So that way you can just pop your tear and tape over it so it actually stays in position. Yep. Oh, nope. All right, that'll be right. Ew. Let's just twist it round a wee bit. There we go. And then you can just peel off the backing. And if you end up with a little bit sort of like over the edge, coming over the edge, don't fold it over because otherwise it's going to be on the front. So just fold it back onto itself. And then we can go ahead and we know that there's a 5mm approximately border all the way around. And there is the Google Play card. So there you go. Nice simple card to make. So if you need to give someone a gift voucher and you want to dress it up a bit, but you want to have a card to go with it, perfect solution. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this little video, and do pop by my blog so that I will put those instructions up for you and you can have those. And I look forward to seeing you next Saturday. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay, bye.